Okay, guys, we'll do the usual embargo, please, for 10:30. Any questions in Spanish we'll take just before that embargo.
Good afternoon, Pep. Hi, congratulations, you're Manager of the Month. I know that personal awards don't mean very much, you've got lots of them, but what does that award say about the progress that your team and your players are making?
Well, I feel we're better, but I said many times, so but it's okay, but we have to improve, so it's okay.
There's a lot of concentration about the players who score goals for you, but how pleased have you been with your defenders? The defensive record recently, I think 1 goal conceded in the last 5 Premier League games. Have things tightened up to make you happy?
Yeah, I said many times as well, so football is not a game like now is defending, now is attacking. It's always involved. When you attack better, you defend better. When you defend better, you attack better. So, but of course, it's important for us to have concede a few goals as possible and few chances as possible. I think the average is quite similar for all the season. So we didn't concede too much chances for the opponents during the games, but in the past they arrived 2 or 3 times. All the time it was goal, and now last game Stoke arrived the first time, and they didn't score goals. So, but important is they don't create too many chances. That is so important, especially for that week. So it's important week for us.
Pep, you said you will decide Joe Hart's future at the end of the season. Joe Hart seems to think his future is already decided and he has to leave Manchester City. Could you just explain why he would think like that?
I said many times, we explained at the end of the season about all the cases. The cases, the players are here, the players are happy or unhappy, and the players are in loan. So Joe is a player for Manchester City, are going to decide at the end of the season.
Pep, looking ahead to this FA Cup game, do you think this is your best opportunity to get some silverware this season in the FA Cup? Is it a competition that you feel passionately about?
I'm not thinking about the titles. So, of course, all the managers in the big clubs want to fight for all the clubs, all the titles. But he's thinking about tomorrow what we can do to rise to the semi-finals. One team is so difficult to make chances against them, because they are so stable, they are really well organized in that terms. And of course, Lombos Negredo is so dangerous, and Adama is so fast in the counter. And we were not able to win here at home in our game. When the first half we played amazing, but we didn't score a goal. The second half we had chances, but we didn't play like the same first half. And at the end, in the last minutes, they scored a goal. So we have to focus in the next game to play as best as possible. If we are able to play a semi-final, when the people told me that it's so beautiful to go to Wembley, not just to play the final, of course to fight to play the final, semi-final, it's so beautiful, and that's why I would like to be there.
You mentioned there about how well organised Middlesbrough are, how rigid they tend to be in defence. Do you expect them to be different at all with this being a one-off cup tie in a quarter-final? Do you think they may attack more than normal, especially considering the pressure that HaytersTV seems to be under?
So well? I don't know. It would. I think Mr. Karanka will be a press conference, and your colleagues can ask him about that. So I don't know. We have to expect both situations, defending deep or going more attack. But this cup is a final. And at the end, you are not playing for 1 point or 3 points. So you have to win. It doesn't matter. And of course, I don't know. It depends on the result. It depends the way we are playing. They are playing. How minutes left? They are going to defend more or attack more.
Hi Pep. You just mentioned there how beautiful Wembley is. Is it because of the great success you've had there in the past in the Champions League that makes it so special for you?
Well, like a football player, I won our first Champions League in '92 in Wembley, the old Wembley, and like a manager, I won my second Champions League there. So of course, Wembley is special for me. Yeah, definitely. When I was a kid, see the English football playing in Wembley, all competition, the important games, a tradition there, with the 2 managers go out. So I love that. It's a traditional stadium, and of course we'll be pleased not just to come back and remember what we have done, especially to be there, because playing semi-finals there would be nice, and after, if we are able to play the final.
Hi, Pep. With it being a one-off game, does that affect your plans for rotation at all? Do you have to just go with your strongest team to win this game?
Yeah, but the last game of Stoke City, the team was really good in the term. So I trust with a lot of people. Of course, I trust more than other ones because normally play more players than the other ones. But of course, what we decide against Stoke City is to win the game, not to just thinking about Middlesbrough. But of course, it's a final, so away again. So would prefer to play one game, just one game in the cup at home with our fans. Would not possible this year, and hopefully, of course, it's a final. You have to put the best squad as possible. Yeah.
Pep, what's the injury situation? The people that were on the bench on Wednesday, are they fit to play? And what's Vincent Kompany's position?
Yeah, he's already back. He trained in 3 days, 4 days with us, and he has already come back with the training sessions with the team.
Just a quick one. Xabi Alonso has said he's retiring at the end of the season. I mean, you've worked with some very, very good players. Where does he rank, and how much do you enjoy working with Xabi Alonso?
Yeah, we were rivals, the big rivals, when he was in Madrid. And after, I was so lucky to have him to be with us in Munich. He will come back soon like a manager. So I bet whatever you want, he will become a manager and will be good. I think how the people speak about him in all the managers that he had in his career, like a human being, like a professional, one of the best midfielders I ever seen in my life. He understands the game, his curiosity to understand the game, to know you during the week, what we have to do the next week, the next game, to do that, to beat them. We're going to play with 3, with 4, like this, like that. So he was always involved in curiosity to know, and I love to work with this kind of people. It's not just working, make actions, to be involved. But normally that's happened with the midfield players in Barcelona with Mascherano, Busquets. Happened the same here with David Silva, with Fernandinho as well. So I like to work with this kind of people they are involved in the what we are doing, why we are doing this kind of thing and not the other thing. That is marvelous for the managers to have these players. So we lost one of the best midfielders players, but he will come back soon like a manager. When he's boring at home, he's come back.
Okay, take questions in Spanish, please.
Hola, buenas tardes. Que valorara qué significa el premio Mejor Entrenador del Mes para usted y que valorara también lo que significa enfrentarse a un equipo trabajado por Aitor Caranca con Víctor Valdés en la portería. Gracias.
Bueno, respecto al premio, creo que Conte tenía el armario muy lleno, ya no le cabía más y entonces lo han dado a otro. Y respecto a Caranca, pues es un equipo que está muy bien organizado defensivamente y que los equipos les cuesta muy mucho hacerles goles, muy mucho. Y como fue el partido de Liga, donde estuvo maravilloso y nos impidió con sus actuaciones poder ganar el partido. Siempre es un placer encontrarte con con personas, exjugadores que hemos vivido tantas cosas que fueron tan importantes en mi vida, que me ayudarán tanto como Víctor, y que estoy muy contento que evidentemente esté haciendo una gran temporada.
First question, what does it mean for you being awarded as Manager of the Month for the Premier League? Well, the award, I think Conte has very full his cupboard of awards. That's why they decided to give it to someone else. And the second question, what does it mean for you to play against Middlesbrough, against a Spanish manager like Caranca and a goalkeeper like Víctor Valdés? Middlesbrough is a very well-organized defensive team. It's very difficult for any team to score them a goal. In the league game we play here, Valdés was amazing. It's always a pleasure to meet old friends, people that we have lived amazing things in the past like him, and I'm really happy that he's playing so well and he's having a good season.
Hola, bones Pep. Et volia preguntar si creus que el Boro és el conjunt que s'ha tancat més aquí.
No.
I com veus el partit de demà? Com ho veus?
Ha sigut un d'ells, però n'hi ha hagut també d'altres. Però sí que ens va costar. La primera part vam estar molt i molt bé. No vam tancar el partit, la segona part vam baixar una mica. El partit serà molt complicat ficar-los mà, perquè els hi fan molt pocs gols. Va a White Hart Lane i perd 1-0 i al final té l'ocasió. És un equip molt, molt incòmode per poder-lo atacar. Necessites molt de talent, i és un equip que el contraatac també és perillós. Serà un partit molt, molt dur per fer-los mà, per intentar atacar-los bé.
I want to ask about Middlesbrough. Is it the team that has played more closed in the back against you? Not really, it's one of them, but there's been other teams that they also closed in the past when they play against us. I know it's going to be a difficult team. In the first half when we play here, we play well, but we didn't close the match, we didn't score. I know it's going to be very difficult because they concede very few goals. I'm aware how uncomfortable it is to beat them, and I'm sure it's going to be a tough match to beat them.
Okay, guys, we're on embargo.